Hello, this is Jay Leon, and we're doing beginning sailboat racing, and today we're talking about finishing the race. We've already talked about starting, going upwind, going downwind, and in our simple example here, we're just talking about a simple windward leeward course where we have race committee boat with a starting line up to a weather mark, down to a leeward mark, and then to the finish. And so the last little leg is just the last bit up to the finish line. In some cases, the race committee might set a finish line on the other side of the race committee boat. So you want to be keeping your eye out for that. Just watch where the other boats finish and you'll know where to go. So we always round marks going this way, so we've sailed up, we've gone around the mark that way, we've sailed all the way down, we've gone around the mark this way, and what generally happens is we come around the mark here and everybody is lined up sailing away from that mark, just like that. And we're going to come around the mark, and you can't sail straight into the wind, so we're sailing kind of 45 degrees, and we're just march. Everybody's in a row, sailing up to the finish. Now, this is great for this first place guy because he's got clear air, and all these other people are just following along, and they're going to continue to be behind him if they stay there because they've got a little bit of bad air coming off of his boat, and he's keeping himself in between the competition and the finish line. So he's going to be first. So these people realize that, and so they will start to peel off after the mark rounding here and tack over and go like that. So if you're in first, it makes sense to just keep on sailing. If you're not in first, it makes sense to tack and go over there. And then this guy's going to have to decide, does he tack to cover or just keep going? And so your game plan, being a beginner, you may or may not be in first, but if you're not, get yourself set up and be able to make a tack not too long after you round this mark. Now, you want to be careful because sometimes there are still boats coming downwind who haven't gone around yet, so you don't want to tack and be right below them in their bad air either, or get into any kind of a situation where you might foul somebody for tacking too close. So then we just go same kind of logic as the first weather leg, where there's going to be a, let's say in this case we're going to have the finish line on this side of the boat. There's going to be basically some ley lines here, so you don't want to sail beyond those, and you just tack, 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 and go across the line and get your whistle, and you're finished. Bear in mind that if you come into the finish on port tack here, and there is a starboard tacker coming across like this, let's say the starboard tacker is right on the ley line for the pin here, you are going to need to duck that person and go down. So even if your bow might be ahead of this boat's bow, if you can't get all the way across, this person has the right of way, and you're going to have to go behind, and they're going to beat you. So it's good towards the end to make your game plan so you're coming in on starboard so that you have the right of way over any of the port tackers there. So that's our finishing the race.